Hey guys, how you doing? And today in this video I'll be explaining to you the sounds of different pickups event and like this, and I'll basically explaining to you how you use this and I will show you how you do it. Okay, so before I'm going to be showing you this is that I'll show you a completely wrong, pretty wrong way. So that's how I have these coins. I'm gonna make this yellow. I'm gonna mute these. So this doesn't have any sound. I'm gonna have this one as a second. There we go. And you would suspect that you will place an SFX trigger and have a coin sound or whatever. And then have this touch trigger and then put it in there. This is completely wrong. Don't do this. Because I know people are thinking like this will work, but it's not. Because there is a trigger called event that's going to allow it to do that. Now, to have this thing able to have sound without using the touch trigger option, this is the proper way to do it. So, you go to SFX and select what type of coin sound you want. Like this one. And you set this spawn trigger, multi-trigger, give this a group, and get this event link trigger. And you set this group ID, you match this group ID to this over here. You can give this whatever group you want. This is that one. You gotta match this over here. You click on this button on the top right, and there's like a lot of options to choose from. But go ahead and pick Event 63, which is pickup item. And then, so that's actually how you do it. But there's a problem. If we take a look at, I'm not gonna tell you where you look at, but if you ever seen the first level, well, in the tower, we have those yellow ones, and then we have those big blue ones. And these blue ones make different sound. So this one, if you collect the first one, it makes a sound. The second one makes it like a little higher, and the third one makes it like a lot higher, and there you go, you unlock something. I'll explain to you how you do this. Now, normally you could have different events, like this one, for example. I'm going to use wood hit, for example. Something like this, and then you have this. I'm going to give this a group of 2. So if I have this as 2, then, well, I gotta have a different, all these landings. So like this. And you can have this at different events. Let's say I wanted this one to be something different, like this one. I take this to a different group, to 3, this one over here, and I gotta match these things to materials. This is the first material. You just go to edit group, extra 2, and go to the materials, so material 1 and 2. Make sure they don't have the same materials, make sure they're different. And in extra ID, make sure these match. So, but unfortunately, you won't be able to do this in the pickup items or these many coins. So this is where, fun fact, we don't need this. We don't need the event trigger. We only need 2 triggers. We need the SFX trigger and item compare trigger. So we're gonna take this SFX. This is the normal yellow one, and I'm gonna select a different one. This is the blue one, the first blue one, the second one, and this is the when the player gets all the blue points. Actually, I'm gonna select a different one, like this one. And again, make sure they're all spawn trigger, multi trigger, all of them. Set it to different groups. 1, 2. So with the first one, what you're going to do is highlight all the yellow ones, go to Edit Special, go to Toggle Trigger, and have this group ID, same thing as you select this one too, and click on Enable Group, and it'll work like normal. And so these over here will not affect it. So that's for this. So you can select the same thing like at different positions, but if we would like to have different sounds, like higher the amount of sound. So let's say if the player hits the first coin, it makes a sound. If it hits two of them, another one, then it makes it higher sound. This one like a lot higher sound. So this is where item compare trigger comes into play. So with this one, this is when it collects the first one. So it's 2. Get item compare trigger. Now we have to select which item ID. So this over here, make sure you pick up item and have the item ID. You can click this plus button, but have this item ID 1. You tick item ID here, and you tick 1 here. So it's going to say item ID equals 1. So if it's 1, it needs to be hit at 1 time. If it's 2, then this will be 2. And then this over here is 2, so put this 2 into true ID. And then for 2, you use this mod 2 button to change it to 2. You set this to a different group. Set this to 3, have this to 4. And then you set all this to spawn trigger, multi-trigger, and have all this to 5. Select all this. Toggle 5, enable group, and then there you go. So that is basically the correct way to use your coins. Hopefully everything will be pretty neat. Oh yeah, and if you want to have multiple sounds, like let's say this one happens to be a key opening. Like this one. So if I select all these, it's just going to be together. And you want it to be a little separate. So like this. So what you do is you have this group of 4, you place a spawn trigger, have this group of 4, and this is most important. Take spawn order, spawn trigger, multi-trigger, put this to 6, and have this to 6. And there you go. So that is basically, now this is it. Now this is how you properly use the coins or any other pickup that you have. I mean, whatever, all these, they all look the same, except for the actual user coins though. And hope this will like it. Also, you can also use these to make a speed running time part to get if you collect all of them, get those coins. I have that tutorial linked up. So yeah, see you.